But you work in
president.
but you work in concert with other organizations.
Of course, we cooperate with many organizations spread out all the country and even abroad.
What would you say is the main thrust of this center? I mean, in terms of Jewish education, like what do you want the outside world to know? Because there's so many elements in Jewish history in Lublin.
I would like to say my own
of course.
my own feeling. I would like to know who I am and where I live. I would like to know the history of this place, and it is impossible without knowledge about also Jewish community. They used to be a part of our life, our history, a very important part of our life, and to understand ourselves, we have to also, of course.
And this goes back before the Shoah, and this goes back centuries,
in a very
1,000 years.
honest way, being fair, being
right.
Underlined the truth, facts, all information.
What was your background in before you came here? I'm just curious. Or how many years have you been here?
No, I've been working here since August.
Just August.
So
Less
not
than a
even
year.
1 year, but I was born here in Lublin, and for me it is really important. I know everybody here, almost everybody here. And, I attended almost all the most important events which took place here. So it also always it was very important to me to be to attend some mysteries or some.
And when you went to Israel those 2 times, did you encourage Israelis to come back to Lublin and to learn about?
Yes, I even had an opportunity to give a very short speech in front of 100 people. And
where? In Jerusalem or in Tel Aviv?
No. Rishon. Jak się to nasze miasto nazywa?
Rishon LeZion. Okay.
And I said that Lublin is not only my city. This is only their city, and I would be pleased if they come. I also would like to invite them to my home to talk about actually everything, to make jokes, to eat together, to explain some misunderstandings.
And
I'm ready for it.
And does that stem from your love of your city and your love of cultures?
Exactly. That's.
Because there's a lot of
all those factors are linked together.
Well, there's a lot of misunderstandings on both sides, for sure. I mean, beyond the politics, beyond the inherent mistrust, there's also a sense of ignorance. People just don't know. They don't have any experience and any. They want to learn maybe, but they're afraid of the other or something. But also, Polish society is very, very, very Catholic, historically, and the Catholicism that I know growing up in America is very different, in terms of tolerance, I guess. And there's a lot on both sides that need to learn, a little bit more about the other, and sometimes those prejudices stem from deep-seated dislike or something, unfortunately.
I totally agree. I agree with you. I am Catholic, but I've never been to how to say English word. for me, a part of Christianity is an obligation to be open-minded and to talk to each other. It is so easy to be nice for members of your family, but you must always cross this edge and you must try to understand somebody else. And
But I'm
that's,
sure
that's
right.
the main core of Christianity for me, and this is an obligation to.
Well,
do
it's
this.
written in most churches. You know about the idea of
Almost
compassion, and
everywhere
it's written about compassion and
yes, as
to
a manifest of
right,
Christianity. But
right,
for some reasons,
Right.
I do not understand why.
right. It's not always manifested. Yeah.
Catholicism in Poland
But also,
looks different.
right. But also being from Lublin, you also want to know why aren't there more Jewish inhabitants here when historically there have been so many. I mean, obviously, the Shoah, created a huge blight, a huge block on that. But even afterwards, many Jews didn't come back. Unfortunately, it seems. So.